Good morning. I'm just going to share with you a few pointers on turning the negative into the positive. This is something that I've been using for about 10 years now, and it's totally amazing and it completely works, so I really wanted to just share it with you. So how do you turn a negative into a positive? Well, when you watch the news or you read the newspapers, how many times do you read or hear positive things? Not many, right? The happy stories, the success stories, the amazing stories are very few and far between. So we're used to it. We're used to the negativity coming in through the papers, the news, even when people talk. I was at the doctor's recently and I was just listening to the conversations in the waiting room, and it was people complaining and moaning and you know, saying all negative things. Now, if you're filling your head with negative thoughts, negative stories, and a feeling that, oh gosh, you know, I couldn't do this, or I couldn't do that, or this isn't possible, or that's not possible, then you're filling your head with these things, and these are the things that you're going to be thinking about during your waking hours, during your sleeping times. And if you want more of those things, keep thinking that way. Simply by changing your perspective, simply by making a decision that actually what I want is not what I'm thinking about, or not what I'm reading about, and not what I'm hearing, then that realization and awareness is going to bring you to a point where you can make a decision. And the decision is really simple. All you need to do is this, and start small, easy steps. First thing in the morning, before you open your eyes, think about 5 things to be grateful for. So you might think, oh wow, you know, it's a beautiful day today. I feel amazing. Or I had an early night last night, I feel wide awake. Or I've got a great opportunity ahead of me today. I'm going to embrace it. Or I'm off on my holidays today. I'm going to have an amazing time. Or I've got a new book, I can't wait to read it. Or anything at all. Or even, thank you for this day. I am alive, I feel good. It's a brand new start for me. So just think about things to be grateful for. Then throughout the day, anytime a negative thought comes in, turn it around into a positive thought. It's up to you. It is entirely in your power to change the things you think about. If you have a negative thought, you can either turn it into a positive thought, tell it to go away and you don't want to hear that, watch it as if it's a black cloud in the sky and wait for it to pass. Or simply say, yeah, well, that's a ridiculous thought and I don't want to think that way anymore. I want to think in a much better, more positive way. And take that on board and be patient with yourself. Think about all the good things. The fact that we have fresh fruit and vegetables in this country. The fact that most of us have cars to drive to work, to drive to where we need to get to. Most of us live in houses or flats. You know, we have our own homes. We have clothes on our back. Even if you take it down to the basis of, you know, where we started off, actually there are so many things to be grateful for. When you think about the positive things, it's like looking at happiness. It is like starting again, and simply by focusing on positive things rather than focusing on negative things, then what you focus in comes into your view. It's like if you stand outside and you look into the distance, what you focus on comes into your view. Simple. Don't make it complicated for yourself. We make it complicated all the time. I've been making my life complicated for years, decades in fact, when in actual fact it's quite simple. Make a decision. I want positivity in my life. Make a decision. I want gratefulness. I want more good things. So do not focus on what you haven't got. Always focus on what you have got. Every morning, do it before you get out of bed. Every evening, do it before you go back to sleep. Just say to yourself, this is what I'm grateful for. Thank you for this, thank you for that, whatever it might be. It might be something huge, it might be something small. Be grateful. Focus on the good stuff. And the bad stuff will go away. Your negative thoughts will reduce after day. Set yourself a target, monitor them. Monitor how many positive things come into your life when you start to think positively. Go for it.